Alright, do's and don'ts for Halloween 2024. Do decorate. No one ever decorates anymore. I don't care if you don't have kids. Decorate, contribute. And we don't want these stickers, this tacky home bargain shit on the windows. We want real decorations, okay? 90s decorations, lights. Keep the Halloween spirit alive. But speaking of decorations, don't open your eyes in any department store that has a Christmas decoration aisle, okay? Avoid that. You don't need that kind of capitalistic coercive control in your life. You don't need that negativity in your life. We need to stop trying to make Christmas a thing earlier and earlier each fucking year, okay? Nobody is asking for this. It just devalues Christmas as well, actually. Let Halloween breathe, especially here in Ireland, you know, where it was invented. We should be really championing it more, and we're not, okay? It's all about Christmas. It needs to stop. Do watch the Simpsons Halloween episodes. Treehouse of Horror is obviously iconic, but also watch South Park. South Park has a good few funny Halloween episodes, and if you only have time for one, make it season 16, Nightmare on FaceTime. Randy Marsh, enough said. Don't take your kids to a pumpkin patch. Talking to a guy the other day, and this seems to be a thing where dudes kind of agree. What the fuck are pumpkin patches? It's a very American idea, and it makes sense there when they grow in them patches. In Britain and Ireland, what they started doing, and I blame it completely on Instagram, is just dumping random pumpkins in like a field of grass somewhere and calling it a day. Oh, it's a pumpkin patch. It's not. They do it in Belfast in the Cromwell jail. Oh, it's a pumpkin patch. It's a fucking jailhouse that you've just put pumpkins outside of, charging people to come in and lift up a pumpkin that you just dropped down 10 minutes ago. It's a farce. It's a thing really for mothers who want to put it on Instagram. That's all it's really for, okay? I think men see the illogical idea of it. So pumpkin patches are ridiculous. However, what you should do is get yourself one of these, a white pumpkin. If you want to be edgy and go to a pumpkin patch, get a fucking white pumpkin. They just look better. And like, especially sitting next to an orange pumpkin, which I have sitting there, but I'm not going to try and reach both. How many hands do you think I have? But a white pumpkin just does wonders. And again, this is a very modern thing. I don't remember seeing a white pumpkin before the last like 3-4 years, but I'm all for them. This is one change I can get on board with. Don't give kids 2 pence when they're trick-or-treating. This isn't 2004. Inflation's a thing. Give them like 10 pence. That's like half the price of a Freddo at this point. Don't be a miserable bastard. Do light fireworks. Lots and lots of fireworks. This is what I mean by trying to keep the spirit of Halloween alive. I don't know about the rest of the world, but in the UK and Ireland, whenever you get to like September, there's suddenly fireworks everywhere. So I do get that they piss people off at a certain point, but every firework I hear going off in the middle of the day, and you know it's just teenagers having a bit of a laugh, that makes me happy, because that's kids that are actually still out playing, if that's the word. They're out having fun. They're not sitting on an iPad being indoctrinated by social media. So yeah, more fireworks. Don't go and see Terrifier 3, alright? I know it's a horror film, but it's also a Christmas film. You wouldn't watch Die Hard at any other point in the year, would you? And if you do, you need your head looked at. So don't watch Terrifier 3 just because it's out around Halloween. Even the director himself said he wants to have a festive release as well, because it is a Christmas film. So just don't do yourself that injustice. Plenty of other things to watch at Halloween that aren't Christmas films, alright? And that brings us back to the whole decorations thing. We just need to keep the seasons separate, guys. Not much things in this world are pure anymore. Everything's so different than what it used to be. Can we not just keep the holidays and the seasons consistent? That's my thing. Do go out on Halloween night. Now, if you don't want to, fair enough. But if your reason for not going out is it's a work night, what are you, 12? It's not a school night. Just fucking go out for a few pints, put a cowboy hat or something on. Make an effort, alright? I saw people out that weekend just past because, oh, I'm working on Friday. And fucking grow up. Or if you do want to stay in, then fine. Embrace your inner child. But don't just watch horror films. If you want to embrace your inner child, you gotta get on the Halloween Town. Available on Disney Plus and all good piracy websites. Halloween Town is a staple of Halloween. It is what Home Alone is to Christmas. Halloween Town is quintessential. Is that the right word? It's quintessential anyway. Stop thinking of Halloween, guys, as like where every movie you watch has to be horrors. We've missed something along the way here. Halloween films are Halloween films. They're Hocus Pocus. They're your Halloween Towns. There's a million other ones that I can't think of. Trick or Treat. Have you watched that? If you haven't watched it, you're in for a fucking treat. Movies like this, sometimes they are horror as well, but they need to take place on Halloween. Watching Paranormal Activity or Insidious don't count as Halloween films, okay? One of my favourite franchises of all time is Scream, but I wouldn't watch Scream on Halloween unless it's Scream 6. Do wear orange. You don't get a chance to wear orange. Who wears orange at any other point in the year? It's a very underrated colour. Do you ever see people wearing orange? If you live where I live, you might see it in July the odd day. But other than that, no one wears orange. So if you can, incorporate a little bit of orange into your attire. You get like 1 month out of the year to do it. May as well fucking do it. And finally, don't listen to some guy on the internet telling you what to do with your Halloween. Be safe, be chaotic, do whatever you want and stay sovereign. Do check out Trick or Treat though, it's a good film.